Guys when they are horny during No Nut November and they don't want to lose. Nobody. Boys in November. Full. When you catch your girlfriend cheating on you and realize that the guy she cheated on you with failed No Nut November. Weakness disgusts me. No Nut November starts the sexual demon inside me. Me already having a bad day. No Nut November tomorrow. Poor sides during No Nut November. Me going back through different time zones so I can get a quick fap before No Nut November. Me on my way to defend my No Nut November title for the third straight year. 1 hour and 15 minutes into No Nut November, I have failed you all. Day 1 of No Nut November, I'm fighting for my life. How to win No Nut November. Step 1. Download League of Legends. Follows No Nut November. Chad who doesn't know what's No Nut November. When my parents notice my showers getting shorter during November. Humph. Losing No Nut November. Losing Don't Die December. When people tell me No Nut November isn't law and I should just enjoy myself against the oath I swore, you think I'm a fool. You discover a hot MILF portal 2 days before No Nut November. Let me get this straight. You think No Nut November is some made up bullshit and people will be really in November. I do, and I'm tired of pretending they don't. Halloween is here, but you realize No Nut November starts tomorrow. Me getting ready for No Nut November before it even begins. Me on my way to rub out one nut at 11:58 p.m. When November finally comes and you can study the perfect formula to obtain nitrosamonicotin. Spooktober, No Nut November. People who participate to No Nut November. People who don't participate and have to watch non-relatable memes for a month. Guys on November 1st, this year I will win easy. What? Guys on November 3rd, how is it going? Horribly. Tomorrow's November. Tomorrow's November. When a witch turned you into a squirrel, right before No Nut November. People with nut allergies during November. Already lost No Nut November lol, brah. Who even does No Nut November? Source, asking for a friend of course, here it comes. Boys, No Nut November. Facts, No Nut November is pointless. If you go back to after, it shouldn't be a reward. There aren't abstinence challenges for healthy habits. You can get off without it, and you can decide if it's the part of your life or not, November or otherwise. October 31st, Halloween. Twas the night before No Nut November. Me taking notes of all my friends who are doing No Nut November this year, so I can send them to try and make them lose. No Nut November begins. My PP, you didn't have to cut me off. Me resting my arm on No Nut November. Hey, are you about to masturbate? Yes, now shut up. The time and date is now, November 1st, 12:01 a.m. Are you sure want to do it? They don't know No Nut November is coming. No Nut November, no touch Willy Smark. My after I nutted 50 times on Halloween to compensate for No Nut November. People with nut allergy watching others fall No Nut November, pathetic. No Nut November participant on first day, challenge accepted, after a while, oh yeah. Me after starting No Nut November, this little maneuver is gonna cost us 51 years. No Nut November, me, literally everyone else. If I nut at 11 hours 59 minutes 58 seconds, the 31st of October, but it still keeps coming out until 12 o'clock, 2 seconds November, is it the spooky nut, or have I failed No Nut November? You do No Nut November because you want to prove yourself. I do it because I'm allergic. We are not the same. Girls on OnlyFans during No Nut November. When Spooktober ends and No Nut November starts. Average horny teenager in November. No Nut November. Non-stop Nut November. When it's 1st of November and I have to throw my bag of chestnuts into the trash. Tell me the truth. I'm ready to hear it. We are about to have nothing but No Nut November memes for an entire month. No Nut November. Australians failing No Nut November before it even starts in Europe. I'm speed. Everyone sad that No Nut November is starting. People with nut allergies. Americans posting the last Spooktober memes. Me an Australian, already in No Nut November. 9 hours into No Nut November, and you bump shoulders with a female in the hallway. 23 hours, 59 minutes, 59 seconds, so it begins. Everybody happy that Halloween is finally here. No Nut November, hey. Nobody, me seeing that I have 4 minutes left to masturbate before November begins. Yeah, I've got time. Celebrate Halloween. No Nut November. There are 2 types of response when someone says they have failed No Nut November. Shame, same. No Nut November. All my homies hate No Nut November. Me, when it's the first day of November, I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Hey everyone, this guy ain't gonna jerk off for 30 days. See, nobody cares. Me on my way to fail the No Nut November challenge 2 hours after it started. Me heading to the North Pole on October 31st. So I can be the first person to fail No Nut November on each time zone. Society, people who haven't already lost No Nut November. Guys, you can change the date and month in settings, so you can nut in October and come back to November all pure. My friends, you were the chosen one. Me who lost 9 minutes in No Nut November. I hate you. Nobody, boys on October 31st, 11:59 p.m. The 4 archenemies of No Nut November, Linarades, Belle Delphine, and DARXIMUS, this strawberry. 5 minutes into No Nut November, I'm out. Everyone, the horny on No Nut November. My 200 GB hentai collection, me trying to follow No Nut November. Thank you for watching. If you like my content, here is my latest video and playlist you might like.